Hey guys, welcome to Anebriated Analysis, the AA meeting you want to be at. My name is Pete, and I'm going to be your host today. And joining me on this illustrious night of storytelling is going to be...
Chris.
Farid.
And Dino.
So guys, today I'm drinking a beer called Yuzu Fierce. It's, let's see what it is. It's
By Off Color Brewing.
by Off Color Brewing, yep. It's actually a Berliner style Weiss ale brewed with yuzu berries. Have you guys ever had a yuzu berry?
Yeah, I have actually.
I actually have not.
Oh,
I have. You really?
Yeah, I had it when I was in Vegas.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And this brewery does some awesome stuff.
I'm
They do
sorry,
some,
did you just say I've never had it, but it's really good?
Well, in spirit is, I guess.
Oh.
You know?
Wait, did you say I guess or I know? I'm confused. Have you had this beer before?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's like...
He's had a lot of beers, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've had it before. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty cool. It has like some cool drawings of like a mouse holding a yuzu berry.
Again.
Right.
Can we stop with the labels? I'm tired of doing that.
I want to get a description every time.
Yeah,
Yes.
because he's the one that has to put it in.
What, we can't be an art podcast?
If you want to edit it, sure.
Okay, never mind. Chris,
Exactly.
what's breaking your sobriety today?
I am back to the noon whistle grind, and it's, Fuzzy Smack Berliner Weiss with peach, because we got to keep the theme alive. Peach every fucking
It's been
episode.
peach every freaking
We
episode.
need it.
Yeah.
Might as well do a Boy Scout episode where just eat peach cobbler.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind that, yo. Some peach cobbler with some ice cream.
Hey,
Ooh, peach cobbler does sound nice. But you gotta
episode
make-
10, or maybe
yeah.
100. We do some shit like that.
100
It's gonna be
We'll
titled Episode 10 Peach Cobbler Special.
drunken peach cobbler
Drunken
special.
peach cobbler
We gotta
special.
have somebody else bring it out. We're not expecting it, right? Only one person knows about it, and random person brings it out. Sophie brings it out.
So he would eat it.
That's fine.
And I.
Fair, what'd you bring?
Drinking some more cider, boys, but this time we're just doing straight. It's called First Press. It's a traditional apple cider. Nothing else in it.
Can you explain the label, please?
Yeah, it's the word cider, boys, and a picture of an apple. Nothing else.
Nice.
Is it an actual apple or is it like an interpretation of an apple?
What is an interpretation of an apple?
I don't know. That's what always artists ask me. What's my interpretation?
It's a picture of an apple with a stem and a single leaf.
Yeah, why
Maybe
do
the
you
single
think
leaf means something.
Yeah, why do you think they chose a single leaf rather than a...
I'm sorry, am I being interrogated here?
Do you know what you bring?
I am drinking Finch Beer Taco Cat once again.
Ooh, it sounds festive.
Kettle Sour Ale.
I'm not gonna lie. Really glad that you didn't bring that fucking shit
Gummy
beer
bear?
again.
I know, it was so bad. I couldn't. But this one's actually pretty solid. I like this beer a lot, so I'm going to be drinking it once again.
Oof, don't pour it in yet.
Don't pour it in yet.
Why not?
Taste us.
That's fine. You can pour it in.
Ooh.
Yeah. You guys
done
want
that
to pour your
before.
beer in? We'll get our
No.
cheers in.
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
want to get my.
I thought we were gonna do taste test first.
Oh, we will.
How much do I get a taste test?
Oh
Taste
no,
test
I
first.
don't like that fucking smirk. That means you have either separate glasses
I've got a plan.
or it's in its own container.
It's always a mystery when Farid does a taste test.
Yeah, I like to bring something other than just plain old beer.
Listen here, if there's anything my beer is not, it's plain, okay?
All right, you heard it here first,
It looks
folks.
pretty plain.
This has yuzu in it.
he doesn't want
Have you ever
plain
had
things.
yuzu?
Have you?
No.
Nice pour there, Dino.
That's not a bad pour.
Yikes. So you might hear some barking this episode. Just roll with it. You know what? It's spot how many barks you can count and throw it in the comment section below.
We'll mention your name if you get it right.
Exactly.
This is so painful.
Farid, what'd you bring for a taste test?
Do I just let her out?
No. I mean, actually, yeah. Why not?
Wow, you
Yeah.
just sounded like the worst dog owner on the podcast.
See, here's the problem. My dog is a piece of shit.
Do I just stop recording?
No, don't stop recording. Just
We're
keep
just-
it rolling.
all right.
This will be the first time.
This is like bloopers.
Oh, I'm gonna let her out.
Oh, okay. I thought I was doing that.
I'm gonna close
Listen, this is bloopers, okay? If anything.
Hey, cut your shit out.
It's okay, you just edit this out, right?
Oh, it's all staying in.
Leave it all in. We don't cut things here.
Oh, she wanted water.
Ooh, now you feel like an asshole.
Get the
don't you?
water.
What?
Where'd you get the water?
All right.
No, she just finished her treat and now she wants water.
Well,
Exactly.
that's fine. She'll be fine. Don't worry.
Now she's gonna bark again for something else.
Yeah, sure.
So we're going to the taste test.
Yeah, what's your taste test?
So
Oh,
today,
first we got a clink, right?
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you're
cheers,
right.
cheers,
Got to get that thumbnail, boys.
cheers.
Different flavors of piss. That's what it looks like.
Interesting.
Has
Pretty much what it is, basically.
has a hollow afterbody. Did I notice?
I thought you were going to use the other phrase that you normally use.
Tastes like beer. What?
Yeah, it tastes like beer.
God.
All right, so for our taste test, we have something a little different. This is the
What the hell is that?
Cutwater Frozen Cocktail Spirit Pops.
Nice.
So there's 4 different flavors in here. Everyone gets to do one. No one can do the same. So call dibs when you want. We've got vodka mule, gin melon, tequila margarita,
I saw one that said
and
Coke.
rum and coke.
Rum and Coke.
Fucker. I was literally just about to take it.
Ooh, got him.
What's the blue one?
Tequila margarita. I'll do tequila margarita.
I want to do tequila margarita.
Then why'd you say, oh God, as if it was something bad?
Because
All right.
some of us have to drive after this.
This is going to be fucked.
Can I?
I never heard that. Guys.
Did you? Where do they sell?
I'll take the
these?
vodka one, yeah.
Wait,
Whatever.
you want vodka mule? All right.
Sure. I don't know what this
Take a
is.
peek.
Vodka with natural ginger, bitters, and lime flavors. Whatever the fuck that means.
Gin melon.
Craft popsicles.
But like, yeah, they're like,
Craftsicles.
Craftsicles.
it's cool. Yeah, like
I got scissors for you all.
Oh, thank God.
Can beat the crap out of someone with this.
Yeah.
Here you
Whoa,
go.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So can I ask?
What inspired this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I didn't want to do the same old every single week.
Oh, you mean like Chris? And Dino?
Hey, fuck you.
where did you find this? Did you just Google popsicle, alcoholic popsicles?
Actually, funny enough, I was at the store, and as I was walking through the aisle, someone put this in the regular Freezy Pop aisle,
Nice.
and I was like, you know what? You're just spraying it all over the table. You imbecile.
Fine.
You know, I was gonna ask you that, right? Like, where does this go in the store aisle, right? Is it like next to the Eggo waffles, or is it by like a mini fridge and by the liquor
Alright.
section?
I ain't gonna lie. I've tasted mine. I don't want to influence your opinions, but it tastes like dick. I wish I had the rum and coke one.
Oh, this is backer.
It tastes really watered down. Like,
This just tastes like lime. I don't taste any tequila in here.
we should just rotate to the right until they
yeah,
all get back.
we could all get a lick. It's so mine's like just very watered down melon. That's what
Mine-
mine tastes like.
Mine tastes like straight vodka with ginger, and it's just But
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the lime margarita. It just tastes like lime.
ugh.
How many of these would I have to eat to get drunk?
That's a good
What's the alcohol content on this?
Mine, I think it's on the thing, didn't it?
Oh,
Apparently, they've won 17 awards.
For what?
no way. I don't know how this got past Mark Cuban and Shark Tank. Okay.
You know what? These are only 76 calories,
So
though.
it's pretty healthy. Only 76 calories.
What is it like? 10%, 5%? What are we working with?
I don't even know.
I don't see it anywhere on here.
My hands are so cold.
They're all 7%.
Oh, that's nothing for vodka.
It's not like
It's more than your beer.
I
I
know.
know.
That. No, that's. I feel
Yeah, it
like
is.
beers have more. Some of our
No,
beers.
most beers are around 5.
No, this is 3%.
Is it?
Believe it or not.
Wait,
yeah.
that's 3%.
No, I'm not even joking. Yeah, it's 3%.
What is it? Water?
It's it's pretty much juice with like a splash of vodka in it, probably.
This, I'm sorry, it tastes like shit.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of mine.
Yeah. This
Oh,
is-
guys.
You want the rum cola?
No, because Peter's touched it now.
No, I can get you one.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's try new ones. Everyone try a different one.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what? Mine's okay.
No, I'll
Like,
Half of Dino's is on the table.
It's not that like. It's not that I like it, but like, it's just like it's just something to chew on, I guess.
It's gonna keep the rest of them cold.
Do you not like it?
Dude, also, my thumb is freezing right now.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like when I go to the bar and I ask for an actual rum and coke, but he puts like 90% coke and 10% rum.
Oh, I actually like that.
I was thinking it's like it tastes like when you finish your drink at the bar
Why are you
and then you have the
cutting
ice
so low?
at the bottom.
Oh, you got the seconds, right?
Yeah, that's the seconds.
Even though ice all melts.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what it tastes like to me.
Oh God. All right, what's the other one? Give me the margarita one.
I'm
You got the
challenged.
lime margarita.
Oh God.
All right, rum and coke time. Let's see.
You know, also like here's what I found out about opening this one time. Right, you're supposed to open it straight at the top. You're not actually supposed to cut the ice.
Yeah, it's just cut through the middle of it.
Thanks, guys. I'll know that for next time.
There won't be a next time.
For another flavor of this stuff.
Yeah, this one doesn't taste that well either.
Oh God,
This one you just get like straight rum.
this is awful.
Wait, is it straight rum or straight cola? Because Peter said it was cola.
Yeah, Peter was wrong. Because if
looks like
this was
cola,
Coke,
though.
I could easily drink this.
It looks like cola though. Like when he was
Which one
pointing
are you
out.
trying?
Oh, this is worse.
Mine's about 50-50.
Which one?
I've got the rum and cola.
I feel like maybe
Yeah.
this isn't like dispersed out in terms of ratios, right? So I'm pretty sure I just got like straight tequila on this one.
Yep.
Mine's like already melting though.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all over the table. We've been over this.
No, but like that's the stuff that's not on the table.
Drink it.
Oh God.
Yeah, back to the beer for me,
Oh,
boys.
yeah, okay. What's the next? What's the next topic? Is why I keep trying to scarf this down. Oh God. How's you guys' weeks?
Pretty good.
I had Oh God.
Yeah, my week was pretty good.
No, okay. Yeah. So. I'm sorry. Give me a second. It's like
Fight
going
to the
down my
pain.
throat. It kind of sucks.
You got water.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, no. I'm a man.
Wash down with the beer.
Oh. So
I'm gonna finish this.
my week was pretty.
Good on you.
See, my week was pretty good. I just had work and school pretty much. I got my final exam though coming up. So
Good luck.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to finish yet another overpriced semester. And
At Harvard.
at Harvard. Oh man. And I actually found a new book that I was listening to. I told you about it earlier, right? It's called. See, it's hard for me to not be genuine considering this is tastes in my mouth right now. But it's called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. I'm actually listening to it.
Oh, you told me about this.
I'm re-listening to it. It's actually really good. Some really cool perspectives I didn't know about. Basically about a very wealthy lawyer who just abandoned all his money, his job, his house. The guy made good money, like 7 figures, and went to India and became a monk. So no, it was really cool stuff. I was just reading that a chapter a day just to get some more perspective. It was nice. How are you, Chris?
Yeah, so I may or may not have bought a house this week. Still finalizing, but we'll see.
Wow.
And on the
water.
on the note of books, I've actually been trying to get my hands on a book by Chris Voss called "Never Split the Difference." He used to be like a negotiator for like the FBI, and it talks.
You should have
about-
read that book before you negotiate your house.
You're right. I should have. But yeah, it's not available at my local library, so unfortunately, I can't get my hands on it yet.
Did you order it?
Yeah, I put on hold. Next time it's in, I'll get it. But yeah, that was my week. It was pretty easy.
How are you, Farid?
I kind of wonder what would happen if you poured more Coke in here.
Yo,
Let's empty all of them out
we can do it.
and pour some more Coke over it and see how it tastes on.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. My week pretty boring, but I did have an interesting story from this morning. Dino and I met up this morning. He was asking me for some help to do something. We ended up driving to my office. It was a really pointless trip. He basically asked me to help him scan in a single sheet of paper onto a flash drive, which we could have easily done from here. But that's not the best part. Best part is afterwards, we're like, hey, let's go grab breakfast. So we talk about it. We decide on a place. I go to pick up my fiance, and the two of us are outside waiting for Dino. And I understand he was behind me, but I'm like, he can't be this far behind me. So I call him, and Dino, would you like to go into what happened?
Sorry, I was chewing on this ice. So basically, we split up, and he went to go pick up his fiance, and then I went to where I thought we were gonna go.
Nice.
As I was driving, as we were splitting up, he had told me, "Hey, we're changing restaurants. We're going to this restaurant instead. It's like right down the road from the original restaurant." And then I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll see you there. I'll get us a table so that service will be faster." He leaves. He drives away to go pick her up while I go to I forget the restaurant.
Oh.
So I will go to the original restaurant, and I sit down. I get a table for us, and I sit down, and I got the menus, and I'm just looking through it. I get a call from Farid about like 2 or 3 minutes later. He's like, "Hey, where are you?" And I tell him I'm inside, and he's like, "Where?" I'm like, "Inside the restaurant," and he's like, "I don't see you." I'm like, "No, I'm here," and he's like, "Are you at this restaurant?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a fucking idiot." He's like, "You're such an egghead."
No, and I said that you really fit your nickname.
Yeah.
Smooth brain.
And then it was really awkward because like I got up and I was like, how am I gonna explain to the wait staff that I just have to leave because I'm dumb and I went to the wrong restaurant. So the guy comes back and he's got like the water, the jug of water and the glasses, and like I'm getting up and like I set everything, I like pick everything up and I'm just like, "Hey man, I gotta go." And he's like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, everything's fine. I'm sorry. I'm just in the wrong restaurant. Everyone went somewhere else." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And
Should
then
have made up a story.
and then I just like did the walk of shame out, and then I drove down the road and I met up with them.
You're gonna be the talk of the kitchen staff and all the other waiters for the night.
I know, right? I'm sure they're all like, "What an idiot!" Like, "Hey, this guy's not ordering. He was in the wrong restaurant this whole time." And like the restaurants aren't even named the same; they're like completely different names. So, yeah. So yeah, it was pretty entertaining. And then I get there and we all laughed about it, except for me. I was embarrassed, but I also laughed about it. So yeah.
So I know that was pretty much half your week. How was the rest of your week?
That was the only notable part. Everything else was just, boring old work.
Oh yeah. What about you, Dino?
I had a pretty good week. I had a dentist appointment.
Oh
Man, usually I hate dentist appointments because it's just kind of like it's just nonstop. Like
you guys are
stress.
scamming me.
Exactly. I always feel like, all right, what's wrong this time? Because every time I go, it's usually there's something wrong. But this time there actually wasn't anything wrong. There was no issues, no anything. So I was like, wow. And
Giving you a freebie.
yeah, right. And so I was like, I don't know. Like when I left his office, I was like, wow, I can't remember the last time I left your office without like any kind of dental issues. Because usually when I go there, I usually have some kind of problem. Yeah, it was in and out, 30 minutes. And that was it.
No cavities?
No cavities.
Good job.
No anything. Yeah, everything was good.
No
So-
teeth.
Nice.
And then I was thinking, man, like around so many cavities over the years in my childhood, I was like, can you really get cavities again once you get them filled? Maybe.
I don't know.
Probably.
Never had a cavity.
Maybe I'm not a dentist,
I
so
think you can.
but it's possible,
Dentists are liars. They told me gums can't grow back, and I found a powder on Amazon that does it.
right? But I used to be like also like super afraid of them when I was a kid, and I think a lot of this stemmed from just like TV episodes and TV shows and stuff, like cartoons and shit. That had like a lot to do with it. But then I watched this one thing. I think it was a documentary on Netflix where it was some dentist that goes and like just rips people's teeth out. It's insane. It's like some dentist in Florida.
I had that happen.
Really?
When I got my wisdom teeth pulled out.
No way.
Like I don't know, ripping is like an over exaggeration.
Like
but
cold?
I remember him firmly, right? Because I was like half knocked out for getting my wisdom teeth taken out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him taking. So I'm lying, on the chair, backs on it, and I remember him somehow have some kind of device that's holding my wisdom tooth. And I remember him taking my head and doing this.
Oh, God.
Using my head as the leverage point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like holds it down while he.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Dude, I'm so happy I didn't ever have to have my wisdom teeth taken out.
Me too. I'm so
What
happy
did you
about that.
born without wisdom teeth? All of you?
No.
I was born
They
without them.
they never came.
Oh.
They're
Yeah,
there.
But they're not impacting.
Yeah, they're not impacting.
Same.
No, my dentist said they might impact a couple years down the road, so I may have to get them
Oh.
pulled when I'm older.
Oh.
Yeah, they took x-rays
Yeah.
and they're just not there for me.
Oh, wow.
I'm genetically superior.
Genetic anomaly.
Anyone else here have tonsils?
No.
I do.
I do.
Born without those too.
I do.
Have you got them removed?
No, but I've definitely had like minor
What?
tonsillitis or something like
Yeah.
that, where they swell for a second, and then what I didn't realize was they're actually like, I think they're connected to your eardrum or something, and I was getting like pulsing on one of my ears.
Is this a Chris fact?
It may be. I don't know anything about tonsillitis.
Yeah, see,
Maybe it is a Chris fact.
I have tonsils, but I never got them removed or anything like that. I know like a lot of people did when they were kids.
Yeah.
And it was like that endless ice cream thing, right?
Yeah, I wasn't afraid of dentists though as a kid until I had my 4 canine teeth removed.
Man.
Because they were all baby teeth
Yeah.
and they weren't like falling out properly. So they had to pull 4 at once, and it blew dick.
I had one pulled, and it was just the worst experience ever. I remember I left like school in the middle of the day thinking, oh, cool, I'll be done in like an hour, and that's it. Little did I know he was just going right in there and pulling it out. Man, it hurt so bad. But then like the documentary I watched on this dentist in Florida, it like reminded me a lot of that. And I was like, man, what if like the dentist I went to did the same thing, but he didn't. He was only just like the one. But he explained it later on too. He's like, yeah, it was just not coming out. And it would have impacted my other teeth if it stayed in because it was like growing like behind a tooth. It was really weird.
That's what I had.
But yeah. But man, when I watched the documentary, I was like, man, this dentist is crazy. I was like, who knows how many are like doing this? And it's like the worst part is like it's in Florida too, where like a lot of crazy stuff happens.
Florida man, yep.
Farid, are you looking that up right now?
I'm literally looking at pictures of tonsils and where they're connected to other things. I don't think they're connected to the ears, but enlarged tonsils can lead to ear infections. So I'm trying to confirm whether or not this is a Chris fact.
Oh,
let's play it safe. It's a Chris fact.
It is a Chris fact.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you can get ear infections from tonsils, but they're not connected.
So today even I was like throwing out all my old PC parts because I remember I put all my parts into a new case. And as I was throwing it out, I was thinking about my first time building a PC. And let me tell you, Chris did it for me.
I did.
He did. I pretty much just stood there and held stuff.
Yeah, I'm a very frequent builder.
He put too much thermal paste on mine, though.
Yeah, it's fine. It's still working, right? So shut up.
That was my old PC kit, and I remember physically that when I ordered it, I bought a full tower case, and I remember how honking big that was.
Mistake.
Is that the one that I took from you?
The one that you found.
No, I've seen it. It's the giant white one, right?
No.
There's a big black one.
Yeah, I had it for a little bit.
I thought I gave it to Chris.
No, I thought you gave it to Paul first.
Yeah, I had it before Paul.
No, that was the white one.
Yeah, that was the white one.
Oh, so I had the white one then.
Oh, you had the white one?
Before Paul did, I had it. I don't know what I did with it, but I never used it.
All I remember is one of you two texted him saying, "Peter, are you sure you don't have a problem?" Because there was empty bottles of.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the story was, sometimes I'd when I turned 21, I would go and buy the store and buy those, those like little mini handles of Jack that you can buy at the front counter, and it was nice because you can like conceal them. They weren't big. I didn't have to honk them around everywhere, and I would always hide them from Mom in my PC case that was in my closet, and I didn't realize that I didn't take them out. So when I gave the PC to Paul, he opened it because he had to install newer parts in there, and there was like at least 4 bottles of Jack in there.
Yep.
But I say it got better.
Yeah, and it's all melted now. This is just not even a slushy. It's just
like
soup at this point. But I'm committing to it. At least one of them.
Yeah.
So, and you want, I just want to hear what are your guys' first time PC building stories?
So yeah, my first time it was with a jet turbine. That was my case.
The jet turbine.
Yep. I cut myself on the CPU fan, which I've committed to every single PC build. I've cut myself on the CPU fan every single time. Is
it a blood pack now?
Pretty much. It ensures nothing else goes wrong.
To the gods of the what do they call it? The
Glorious PC Master Race, Gabe Newell.
No.
That's gonna be taken
the
out of
Silicon
context.
Lottery.
Ah.
Yeah, to the gods of the Silicon Lottery.
But yeah, that computer actually ended up starting on fire because of a short in the front panel, and I had to scrap it. So that was fun.
I will tell you, Chris didn't tell you about another part. So the reason Chris really had to get a new PC and change out a lot of his parts, right, is because he thought he bought an Core i5 processor back in the day. And he was under the impression that that's what it was for how many years? How many years did you have that PC?
A couple of years, but let's be honest.
No, like 5 years.
The bad power supply you gave me was also a factor.
It was. but 5 years goes by, right? And he's wondering, man, I gotta overclock this thing so I can like stream and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And one of our buddies goes and helps him out and says, "Hey, Chris, You don't have a i5. He had an i3 processor.
Oh well.
He literally didn't realize he had a different processor for 5 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What about you as you death stare into your dog?
My first PC build was supposed to be really simple. I had an existing PC case. It didn't have a graphics card, so I bought a graphics card, and boom, bam, shablam. That was the end of the story. Nothing else happened. Why do you ask?
And how long did you spend trying to find a motherboard for your most recent build?
Oh no, that's not the end of the first build. I wish that's where it ended. That would have been a cheap build. I then proceeded to clean out my computer because all my new parts were coming in the following day. Unfortunately, I've given up on this rum and cola. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah.
To the people at Cutwater in San Diego, California, make better stuff.
Also, I just realized the top of the thing also tells us it has 7% alcohol in it.
Yep.
So we're dumb.
So what else?
So I decided to clean my computer at like midnight. Problem is, I didn't have compressed air. So I thought, what's really good at cleaning? So I grabbed the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, fuck.
And I had one of those handheld ones. So I was just thinking, okay, compressed air blows air. So I'll use the other end of the vacuum cleaner that blows air. Needless to say, I called Chris in a panic trying to figure out why my computer wouldn't boot up the next day. Turns out I fried my motherboard and everything else in it.
So just to be clear for everyone listening, right? Do not use a vacuum to clean dust out of your computer.
Unless you want to build a really cool computer, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't even know if that would mess up your motherboard, but it would
It shorted my motherboard.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it would not boot, period.
I know that will wipe any hard drive, like the magnetic pieces of it will get wiped. So, yeah.
How are you, Dino?
Yeah, mine was pretty simple. I called Farid, and I was like, hey, what do I need for a PC? And then he pulled up PCPartPicker.com, and he's like, what's your range? And I gave him a dollar amount range, and then he ordered everything. And then it all came in, and I'm like, hey, I don't know how to build this. So I went to his work office, and...
You guys built it at the work office?
Built it at the work office, because there was so much space there. In the conference room, I think?
Yeah, one of them.
One of them. And then it wouldn't work.
Always.
I remember there's one part, I think he plugged it in. He's like, okay, once I press this button, it should turn on. And then he pressed the button, and then it didn't turn on. And he's like, why is this not working?
Literally every build, there's always something.
Always.
Yep.
Always.
And then it wasn't fried, was it?
No, motherboard just was DOA.
Oh, it was DOA. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
We
Yes.
had to go all the way to Chris's work to figure that one out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we
How'd
went
you
to
figure it out?
We took it all to Chris's work.
Yeah, it was like
what did you use to try to figure out if it's DOA?
I don't know.
It wouldn't boot. We made sure that we had a good CPU, good power supply, good RAM. Everything else was good but the motherboard.
Yeah, so it was DOA. Chris confirmed, and then we had to send it. We had to take it apart and then send it back, and then I got a new one. And then that new one I thought was DOA as well because it still wasn't working. But then I don't know. We unplugged it and plugged it back in, and then it worked.
Yeah, that was just a what is it? ID10T error.
I don't know these.
What is that
I
error?
don't know what the error is.
ID10T.
Wait, you don't know this? I thought you were in like IT or something.
Was
Did
it-
you have it memorized?
Isn't
Google is my memory bank.
But anyways, I mean, yeah, it was basically that, and then everything else was fine once because it was starting to work, and then we put the rest of it together, and then that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, same thing with the thermal paste too, because he put like a little bit. I was like, is that enough? He's like, yeah, that's enough.
Oh yeah, he's learned. He's definitely learned.
Yeah.
He's definitely learned.
Yeah. Fair put in like a little dot, like right in the middle. I'm like, is that really enough? And he's like, yeah, this is more than enough. I'm like, why don't you just like put it like all around? He's like, no, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, because then it drips off the sides.
Yep. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Put it together, and then I took it home. And my mom was like, what is this giant computer? When'd you buy a computer? I was like, yeah, just felt like anyone.
So did you try porn on it?
No, of course not. I have an iPad for that.
My man.
You guys are not using the full capability of your porn experience?
Nope.
I
I
mean,
have an iPad.
once I get VR, maybe.
Actually, you know what? You're right. Once VR hits, it might be different. Might be a game changer, honestly. I might not leave the house.
You won't.
Probably not. Probably not.
So I'm just gonna ask you to just read this real quick, just this part, and let me know if you get it.
Is this Urban Diction?
No, just right here. The ID10T error.
I got it.
ID10T is a tech talk for idiot.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start using this at work.
Oh, it's great.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. I didn't know that.
My gym teacher used to tell me that all the time.
ID tenor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Peter's an ID10T.
What?
I was actually so much of an ID10T, I used to call it the ID10D error.
Oh.
Idiot.
Idiot.
Idiot error.
Oh God.
Oh man. We got some first time stories?
Yeah. So I was wondering what your guys' first time grocery shopping by yourself was. Because I know some of the people at this table
Don't grocery shop.
that don't do this on the regular. And yeah, so with mine, I got a Costco membership, and for Costco is ridiculous, right? It has literally everything. I walked in there, got almost no groceries, and still managed to spend like $500. It was ridiculous.
Bought like a
Frozen food?
Five
Frozen food and snacks, dude. Oh,
There you go.
Five
Did you-
pack
way to
of
do it.
ketchup.
Did you get the Costco hot dogs afterwards though?
Dude, of course.
They're so
God, they're
good.
so good.
Yeah, it's the best. I can't believe they're still like $2.
I know.
$1.50, isn't it? Or is it $2.50?
$1.50 with a
Something
drink.
like that.
Yeah, it should $1.50 with a
amazing.
drink.
If that ain't value, I don't know what is.
Yeah, literally. Like, I wish there was one next to work so I could just go there and eat lunch there. Like, it would be perfect. I think there actually is one next
Yeah,
to my work.
you're off the highway. You
Yeah.
could. There is one there.
I literally could.
Yeah.
But I'm lazy.
We actually used to do that in high school. We had Costco Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Nice.
Costco Wednesdays.
Yeah, for those of us that aren't in the area that we're in, Costco is a giant warehouse store where you can buy most everything in bulk.
Yep. It's
Yep.
like I don't know, Sam's Club.
It's like super Walmart. Imagine Walmart, but just in bulk.
Oh yeah, let's need Tylenol. Bam, 10 pack of Tylenol, not a problem.
10 packs, more like 100 packs.
100
Yeah.
pack of Tylenol.
You'll be set for life. That's fine.
Didn't spill.
That's why this is a bucket,
It's a
dude.
bucket.
Oh yeah, true. I don't want it to be all sticky though.
We washed it out afterwards.
Fair, what's your first time to this really boring question?
Grocery shopping, actually,
Yo, watch this be the best question.
funny
Fuck
enough, my first time grocery shopping was still when I lived at home. I saw a recipe online for this. It was a chicken pad thai with peanuts, of course. And I saw the recipe online. I thought it was really cool, and I know my mother was not going to make that. So I went to the store, bought all the ingredients for it, and made some really nice chicken pad thai.
That is a very wholesome story.
How could it be unwholesome? You're buying groceries.
That's what I'm saying. This is freaking boring. Like, okay, let's say we do this podcast and it's gonna be like 80 years down the line. Chris will be like, "What's the first time you guys went to the Social Security office to get your check?"
Well, hopefully we
I've
won't
done
be.
that. I've already done that. I've already been to the Social Security office.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, yeah, Dino, what about you?
Sorry.
When was the first time you bought groceries?
First time I bought groceries.
Have you bought groceries?
And,
I bought
the
groceries.
only time Dino's bought groceries.
Only time, please. I actually bought groceries a decent amount. I like how you say that. Like he doesn't.
Actually, I don't believe you either, to be honest with you.
Guys, I worked in a store that had a grocery section. I was bound to buy groceries eventually. Yes, I've bought groceries before.
Actually, can I make this a
the
two-part
way you
question?
said that.
Can I make this a two-part question for
What?
Dino?
What?
I'd like to hear what your first time buying groceries are and what your typical grocery buying
All
is.
right, fine. I will answer both parts.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
So my first time buying groceries, I bought the basics. I got like some broccoli, some apples, some eggs, milk,
I was really hoping
Okay.
that went over.
some like basic stuff, basic
Yeah.
ingredients and stuff. And I mean, it's pretty solid. But my typical grocery shopping, I just go and buy some snacks, and that's pretty much it.
Nice.
I mean, it's nothing special, but yeah, it's pretty much my grocery store. The first time I ever went though, I was just kind of like, I was kind of confused as to like, how the fuck am I supposed to know what the amount is for everything? Like when you buy apples, I'm always used to like, all right, I'm just gonna eat one. And it's like, and then you buy like a pack of apples, and like, all right, how much? Like I need to make all this food last if I'm only going grocery shopping once a week. I need to make all this stuff last until the
fair.
end of the week. So it's like, it's not about like portioning everything out and being able to make it last until your next grocery trip. Because I don't want to go grocery shopping 3 times a week to get stuff that I missed out on the first time. But yeah, I guess like my first time experience was I missed out on a lot of things that I didn't realize I would need, like seasoning. That was one thing I needed. And like I also didn't get cereal, which is
I love cereal.
I don't know how I missed cereal. But then I guess I was looking at more grocery shopping as like dinner stuff or things for dinner instead of like lunch and breakfast. So like burger meat, cheese, vegetables, fruit.
Wait.
But nothing.
Wait. Did you say vegetables?
Yeah.
You don't eat vegetables?
Yeah, I do. I fucks with vegetables. But yeah,
That's a good one, man.
I know, right?
All right. Since you called this boring, Peter, why don't you liven it up a little bit? What did you do your first time grocery shopping?
Vodka.
So I remember because before I changed my major, I didn't want to be I wanted to go into the culinary world until I realized I don't want to work in a kitchen my whole life. It's a hard profession,
Fair enough.
and it can pay off. It's a tough business.
Yeah, it pays well. It's just it's very
It's very tough.
yeah.
And I was on the Food Network channel back when I first had cable.
We're just looking for Sophie. You can.
First time when I had cable, and I actually was watching Paula Deen.
So would you buy like 6 pounds of butter?
But oddly enough, there was 2 sticks of butter in the recipe.
Of course.
And to make this like goulash or something like that she was going. So I went to the store and just bought all the individual ingredients and made it at home. And now that I look at it, that goulash just tasted like pasta
With butter?
like it tastes like spaghetti with different pasta and butter in it.
Wow.
So that's my answer to that really boring question. Yeah.
All right. Fine.
Okay, do you have a better first time?
No, I'm sorry. Dino's pointing at me. You got something to say?
No, that's pretty much it.
Oh.
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep that boring topic going on.
God.
And I wanted to ask, what was the first time you realized you were an adult? We're all getting to the point where we're transitioning from being like young adults to legitimate adults, and I just want to know, like, what was that first moment that really hit you, and you're like, oh, I'm an adult.
I have a very easy one.
Let's hear it.
When I bought a fucking house.
That is
I was like, God damn it.
so late into the game.
Well, here's the problem. It's the newest, so it's hit me the hardest. There were probably other times.
Well, you've owned a house. Well, you've
Yeah.
like paid rent before, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You've
Had
ran a
your-
house before.
I've been on my own before.
Yeah, you've been on your own before. You've had a house, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess for me it was. See, that's a tough one. I would tell you when I go to Family Video, and I go right through those cowboy doors.
God damn it.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The adult
cowboy
section.
doors.
Yeah.
And I look and I gaze myself upon the endless amounts of pornography that lay on the shelves, and I rented one. I returned it the same day.
Was it also a Western?
No, yes. I went and I'm like, yeehaw, partner.
God.
This is your first rodeo.
No, it's I returned it the same day, but I'll leave that story for another time.
Wait, was it the same person at the register
What do you mean?
when you returned it?
You don't have to return
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really no. I didn't know.
there's a
it had-
Dropbox.
yeah, there's a little Dropbox thing, so you don't feel bad about it, right?
Yeah.
So I just went in there and I like quickly stealth and I left.
Do you think they saw you?
Yeah,
100%.
100%. So
Do you think they sterilized that DVD?
you know, I'm wondering, like, do you think when they get it right, they put on like a glove and they're like,
I would.
I would, yeah.
I would not touch a DVD.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
or hear me out, right? I drop it inside and then the employee looks like, oh, that was a good one. I wonder if you liked it.
You think he's going to email you like, hey, we'd like to hear your review on Backdoor Sluts 9.
I don't know. I think if it came back same day, wouldn't that mean that it wasn't that good?
Or I nutted so
Or
fast
that
that I
good.
didn't need it. Yeah.
I mean, you'd want to keep it though if it was really, really good.
You know, it was a 2 to 3 day rental. You're right.
Yeah. You messed up.
Too bad Redbox doesn't do that, right?
I mean, there's websites for that.
No,
Since
let's
when?
not. No, stop. We're not going to that topic.
Jesus. Oh my God. Okay. What about you?
First time was when I started paying for college. Since I started college right after high
Oh,
school,
God.
then like that first payment. Oh my God, it was so much, and I was like, man, that's like several paychecks worth going just disappearing right out of my pocket.
When you realize that college is a business.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As much as I want to say it's for higher education, it's totally a business, and all they care about is making profit. So
I get it.
yeah, I mean, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
I get it. It's a freaking business. You got to make money somehow,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it sucked, man. And doing that for years, it was a constant reminder of, man, I'm an adult.
Man, I'm still doing that.
And then it's just gonna get worse too when you add other bills on top of it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And who knew books could cost so much?
I know, right? Books, classes. Thank God I didn't live there.
There's the parking fee. There's the lab fee, which I don't remember using a lab, but it's there.
You know what's the best part? There's like the fitness fee, and it's like, man, when the hell do I ever go to the gym at the college?
Yeah, but, it's in there. Why
I
not?
have
Right?
my own gym membership, right?
Oh yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
You got a first time story, Dino?
I do. So as we're sitting here drinking beer, it makes me think of like, man, when was the first time you ever drank alcohol? I feel like that's like a fun topic to think about.
Oh.
And I like to start with mine. So yeah, the first time I ever drank alcohol, I was 18. I was actually pretty like, I was like a pretty like
Allegedly.
no, allegedly. So yeah, I was a kid. I'm not a kid.
I feel like the
technically, though.
statute of limitations is passed.
I'm pretty sure it's alcohol. And
It's
so
knocking through the door.
I went to a party, and it was a New Year's party, and it was the first time I'd ever had alcohol, and I was kind of nervous the first time. I was like literally when I was taking my shot, I was like shaking because I was like, oh my God, I've never done this before. And then I started downing several shots, and everything was fine. I started getting like a little buzzed, which I never felt buzzed before. So like I started asking people, like, hey, is this normal? Like, am I supposed to be feeling like this? And everyone was like, yeah, it's fine. You're supposed to be feeling like that. And then as the night went on, it didn't even hit midnight yet. It was like 10:30, I think. And it was like an underage party, like everyone was a kid, like the parents were out of town and stuff.
Sure.
The parents were supposed to be in Chicago for the night for the New Year's countdown.
Yeah.
And they came back early.
Oh.
So, and I was always paranoid that like the party was gonna get busted, so I had left my shoes at the back door.
And you're gonna go to kitty jail.
Yeah, right. I was like, oh man, no. I was more worried about that they're gonna tell my parents. Because like my parents, I've always been like pretty straight laced. So if my parents found out that I was drinking underage, they would have like freaked out. And I was like, dude, there's no way in hell I'm gonna tell my parents. Like, no way.
No.
So the dad like barges in the front door, and he's like, you're all fucked and you're all screwed. Like, I want everybody on the couch right now. So we all go to the couch, and then I see my shoes are still at the back door, and I'm like, oh my God, this is my chance. I'm still kind of buzzed too. So I throw on the shoes, and I open up the back door, and thankfully there was no one there. But there's like 7 or 8 steps because there's a deck in the backyard, and then there's like 7 or 8 steps down to the bottom. So instead of just like running down the steps, I jumped all the way down. Fell, kind of like the parkour roll where it's like I landed on my feet, fell, and then like rolled, and then I just started running down the street.
What did you drink over there again?
It was shots of Jameson. No, I'm sorry, not Jameson. Jack Daniels. It was Jack Daniels because we were poor.
And what else? Was there beer there?
Yeah, there's beer, but it was like Miller Lite and Coors Light and stuff. It was like,
actually, speaking of those,
like draft
House party beer.
House party beer.
Speaking of those, right?
Yeah.
People should support us on Patreon, right?
They should.
Because we actually have those kind of tiers. We have a Miller Lite tier, don't we?
Oh, we do, don't we?
Wow, that's smooth.
What kind of tiers? What kind of tiers do we have, Peter?
We got like Coors Light. We have Michelob Ultra, right? What's the highest tier you can get?
Stella Artois.
Stella Artois. Okay. Yeah, come support us on Patreon. We'd appreciate it. And if you like our videos, please send us some comments, some likes, some subscriptions.
Give us money.
Yeah, give me some freaking money right now so I can make more podcasts.
I'll come up with more fun topics if you guys give us money.
God.
$10,000 tier still on its way.
$10,000 tier. So I guess for me, first time drinking, right?
You're really bad at this.
What?
You completely just skip me for one topic, and you've cut Dino off on his.
Oh, that's fine, man.
No, I thought you finished.
Yeah, no, I finished. That was pretty much
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
did you finish?
I mean, yeah, I ran, I booked it, and that was pretty much it. I met up
You
with
just said you did your parkour roll, and then you just stopped.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I ran down the road, and then some friends picked me up, and then we left.
Wait, how'd you? Okay, time out.
Some other people saw me leave, and then they left too. Like, they saw me run, and then they ran too, and then they picked me up in a car, and then
You started a movement.
I started a movement, but half the people got away. It was a pretty small house party. It was like 9 people, but yeah, some people left, and then they picked me up and then they dropped me off at home.
Yeah,
I lost my jacket in the party. Never got that back, but oh well.
That dad is pretty awful if he couldn't keep track of 9 kids. Like the way you described it, I thought there was like 20 people in the house. He's like, everyone on the couch.
Should've
And
just
you like
tackled you.
snuck out.
He saw us leave and he like tried to like chase us, but
That's amazing.
yeah, didn't work out too well because he knew that if he left the house, then everyone else was just gonna leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got away. Never talked to the person that hosted the house party.
right.
Never talked to them again.
I think ours
I was just going this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
You're
thought.
supposed to.
Yeah, right,
Ours
so-
is the same, right?
Yeah. Yeah, do you know what?
Go
Since
into it.
ours is the same.
No, you're going to it because
No.
I got a different story that I can get into. So you go into our first time. Yeah, our first time.
Oh, it's both of you
So
at the same time.
this-
Wow.
This marks
cute.
the time where Chris's mother gets an impression of me that has lasted to this very day,
This
and
is
I can
the
tell
best.
she secretly does not like me a little
Oh, she
bit.
hates you, dude. She fucking
Fantastic.
hates you.
So I was, same thing. We were pretty young. We would go to a friend's house, and there was a party going on, right? And there was liquor. We were having, I think it was Patron, believe it or not, right? And then we had some beer that as well. And
Vodka as well.
it was pretty fun. We were like playing beer pong, talking. It was a really good time. And I had one, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I kept having a little bit more. And I eventually got a little drunk to the point, because it was my first time. And when you're just like loopy and you just can't even like stand up straight, I was doing that. So shout out to our friend, this weeb that we know.
Got to be a bit more specific there.
It doesn't have to be specific.
No, I'm just saying, can you
No, I
describe
know-
a
I
little
know how you're
bit?
talking about.
She knows who she is, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
we
sure
both
she
called her a weeb today,
Yeah.
so she knows.
So she makes a call to Chris,
Yeah.
and him being the best friend, right, that he is, he went to ask his mom to pick up my drunk ass from that
So
party, right?
we were like 15 or 16 at this point.
Wow.
We couldn't drive alone because
Right.
we were still on our permits.
and oh my gosh, she picks me up, and I'm pretty sure she said, Peter, I'm really disappointed in you, okay? You've made terrible choices. I'm like, I'm still really fucking drunk. Like, wow. And I had a really hard time comprehending what she was saying. So I just said, I'm sorry, right? And she goes and I sleep over at their house, and I wake up in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Why am I at Chris's house?
Was that the morning she made you eggs?
Oh yeah. She made us eggs, right? And she left for a moment. She's like, oh, okay, I'll go make you some more, right? And I had this full plate of eggs that she made on with me, and I went to the bathroom and dropped it in the toilet and flushed it. I came back and like, oh, this is really good. His dad was there. He's like, oh yeah, I totally get it.
Do you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of What We Do in the Shadows. Ah, yes, one American human beer.
Yeah, I know.
Whoosh. And he just throws it behind him.
And, nonetheless, that has left an everlasting impression on her, right? Which is really funny because of our original 3 friend group, right?
Yeah.
I am definitely.
You're the better influence.
I am the better influence.
Nice.
But it doesn't matter.
Nice.
So, Chris, if it wasn't that story, what's your story?
So do you remember when you and me went to a party? I forgot where it was. But it was you and me took the car together. I think we had met up with that one friend and a couple of others. And then it got crashed by somebody came to the door and was like, "Open up, this is the police."
Oh,
we
yeah!
we thought it was actually the police. And again, we're still underage at this point,
Yeah.
allegedly. And Peter and I were both near the back door. We both had our shoes on. I booked it over the fence, and then I think you followed, right? And we just left. I think we found out later that it wasn't the police. It was somebody messing with us, with the party. But yeah, we were out. We were like down the street.
Did you Did you drink anything?
Yeah, we would both drink stuff.
Oh, okay. We got to mention that because that was the question.
I mean,
Well, I
we're
think
both
also
drunk.
at that point, even if you don't drink, like even if it's just at a party,
Yeah.
you still have
Chris
to
was
call 'em.
emphasizing the fact that he went over a fence because the average fence is about 4'5".
Ouch.
Was it one of those wooden fences? Because dude, those fences
Yeah.
are hard to jump
It was
over.
a wooden
I
fence.
hate
It was
those
like
fences.
it was like 8 feet tall, and then there were trees on the other side.
Everything's 8 feet
And
tall.
it-
compared to you. Like, come on.
no,
Come on, Napoleon.
No, I'm with Chris on this.
You know,
one, dude. It's
Napoleon
so hard.
was actually tall for being French
All right,
and that
all right, you're
far back.
I get it. I get it. You're a little short-tempered, okay?
You have a short fuse.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you should have used.
No, I'm with Chris on this one, man. Those wooden fences
Yeah,
are
short
so
people
hard
have
to
to
climb.
stick together.
God.
I hate
I'm
those
sorry,
fences.
we all can't bump our heads on
Guys,
like
you can't be mad
skyscrapers.
that me and Farid can go with you to Baby Gap to shop for clothes, okay?
Yo, funny enough, since you bring that up, the other day
No.
I was looking at one of Steph's. I think it was a jacket or a shirt of hers, and on the tag it said Gap. And I was like, funny thing is, I could make a joke about whether this is kids Gap or adult Gap,
Oof.
but it's a genuine question here because she couldn't shop at both. So I had to look at the sides. If I saw extra large, that means it's kids Gap.
Yep. God.
What was the size?
I think it was a small or
Oh.
a petite, whatever, extra small petite.
Oh,
whatever
that's a
it is.
size petite?
It is.
Oh, it is?
It actually is.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Now he's gonna go hunt.
I mean, you're never
for
going to
women.
fit in a petite.
I'll
Let's
be fine.
honest
I
here.
can fit.
Now he's
Maybe.
gonna go hang out at Gap now and look at the petite section to find his next girlfriend.
All right. Anyways, Farid, your turn.
Oh, nice. I'm actually contributing this time.
Yes.
Mine was pretty simple. I went camping with my current boss of all people, a longtime family friend. He took me camping when I was younger, and while we were camping, he offered me my first drink, and I was like, "Whoa, are you being serious?"
Whoa.
And he was like, "What happens camping stays camping."
You're really cool, dude.
It was nice. We had a Corona by the campfire, and
Pre 2019.
Pre-2019.
this was pretty well before 2019.
Wow.
But yeah, it was a good trip.
I never knew that. I always thought your first time drinking was somewhere else, but nah, never mind.
Nope.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
yeah, those are our first times.
I like the long pause. I just wanted to get a little bit of awkwardness in there.
Okay.
But we're good now, right, guys?
Yes, we're good.
All right, guys. The other segment I did want to do today then is I asked all of you guys to look up a Florida Man article. Did you guys all look that up?
Yes.
You got
No.
your Florida Man? No?
No.
You don't have a Florida Man article?
Of course I do.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Come on, I do my homework.
He's the one that's like the most prepared out of all this shit.
So I'll go first.
Okay, so I also just want to clarify: we did not tell each other what
No.
our articles were, right?
We did
Yes,
not.
we are stealing
So-
this from ourselves.
Okay.
So, yes. So my first article is
Wait,
titled...
first. How many articles do you have?
Oh, you're right. So my article...
Oh, okay.
The first.
I was gonna say I only
The
prepared for one.
So my article, I found it on Reddit, as I usually do.
Sam.
And it's titled Florida Man Attacked and Killed by Pet Cassowaries? Is that how you say it?
I'm gonna have to put a picture of that. I have no
Why would
That
you
looks
pick
like an
that
emu.
It
one?
looks like an ostrich.
Cassowaries.
emu ostrich. Yeah.
And he becomes the first human to killed by the species since 1926.
It's crazy.
That's impressive.
Guinness
What,
Book of
what
World
year was that
Records.
in?
So this was in
I think it was like within the last year or two.
That's really impressive.
2019.
Wow, that's real impressive.
And I find that's actually like a really cool accomplishment, but the only thing that sucks is like
He's dead.
you're dead. You're dead. Could you imagine? And like I'm just wondering, what does it take to do that? Do you just go up to it and be like, "Hey, kill
I mean,
me"?
If it's
That could
anything
be.
like an emu, I'd be scared. Or
Yeah.
like an ostrich.
What is
Those
it?
are
Those
massive.
things run fast too.
Yeah.
That
You know
will
what?
hunt you down.
You know, what, let me take a closer look at what it kind of looks like.
An
I
ostrich.
feel like if anything,
like
like,
a
he
dinosaur.
was messing with it, and then
Yeah.
it could just kicked him, or maybe it has like really long talons and just kicked him.
Hey,
And
Dino, what if he was poking it?
yeah, it could be poking it. That's what I'm saying.
Or is messing with its like babies or some shit.
Yeah.
Could be.
So somehow this guy's name is Mr. Hajos.
Okay.
That's his name, right? He fell between two pens that are full of them.
Ooh.
Oh, so it wasn't
Yikes.
just one; it was
So
multiple.
he just got
yeah.
demolished.
Yikes.
That sucks.
Hey, Pete, you know what that kind of reminds me of?
What?
You remember the big bird thing in Don't Starve?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of
Oh
that.
my god. I mean,
Yeah.
And the one thing I don't know is like, let's say you're at your funeral, right? Like, do you have anything good to say about him if he fell?
Why not?
you
He
think-
could have
I'm
just
sure.
fallen.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think they did an indoor funeral so like there wouldn't
No
be
one
any
would know.
birds there?
Terrible.
That's rude to the Birds family.
They brought the emu, so the cassowary, to the funeral.
I feel like the cassowary that did it wouldn't be alive to this day.
Yeah, I feel like they got revenge on it and like
Yo,
finished
if they'll
off the
put
castle.
down a gorilla
Yeah, I was
for
gonna say.
messing with a baby, they're gonna put down that thing.
Yep, it has a taste for human flesh now.
Oh, it's done.
They can't let that evolve with that.
pretty much.
Chris,
So
what's
you get
your
Planet of the Apes.
what's your Florida Man article then?
All right. So apparently in Florida, there's a lot of weird things that go on. So this dude was ticketed by the Broward County Sheriff's Office for having his license plate obstructed. And to protest that, he came into the court office with like in front of a judge with a "fuck the police" shirt on, and he won the case, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, apparently he was able to argue that they were just giving out tickets like willy nilly, and yeah, you know, he showed up to court with a "fuck the police" thing on. That was really the biggest
Fantastic.
Florida man thing about that.
What a badass!
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised.
that guy's my hero.
Yeah.
Like, I would never have the balls to put that kind of shirt up and go to court.
I know, right? I'm always just like, all right, I gotta dress super nice and
Right, and the judge would be like,
Yeah, I feel like that would definitely give you a negative connotation to
Can't-
the.
but you got to be unbiased as a judge.
Yeah,
can't
I know.
can't
It's true.
discriminate based on looks.
I know, but that would be hard.
imagine being the
What's the
security.
judges and like cops?
Imagine being the security guy, right? That's like at the front, right?
because
And
the
he looks
bailiffs
like-
are all cops too.
Yeah, so he looks at it like,
Really?
Imagine the judge hate the cops too.
Crazy.
You know what? I like this.
What
guy.
happened to you? Not guilty.
not guilty.
Dismissed.
Yep.
What about you,
about-
Farid? What's your Florida Man article then?
Well, mine's of a guy who was guilty. Florida man arrested for drinking while driving. He claimed that he wasn't because he was only taking swigs while at stop signs.
That's
a legend.
amazing.
He lost it.
Yeah, pretty.
Okay, maybe that's a feasible argument.
It is because, you know, like grammatically speaking, drinking and driving
Well-
implies you're doing both at the same time.
Drinking while driving. Is it drinking while driving or drinking and driving?
Well, now it's
Drinking and
I
driving.
thought it's DWI.
yeah. Now
Oh
it's,
yeah, they
Or
changed
no,
on
now
that.
it's DUI.
DUI,
No,
driving under
Driving
the
under
influence.
the influence.
It used to be. I think it used to be DUI, and now it's
Driving
something
while
else.
intoxicated. DWI.
Yeah,
think it's
now I
still
think it's
both.
that.
Well, it's the same thing.
I think DWI is like falls under like
Driving while intoxicated.
Like
well,
drugs.
no, like under the influence, like
Yeah.
drugs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drugs and alcohol. So yeah, but I think beforehand it used to be drinking and driving. So I
Imagine-
think that was his that could have been an argument. Like I'm not drinking and driving. I'm drinking
Then driving.
in between stops. There was a Simpsons joke about that actually.
Imagine being the public defender that got that case.
Oh
And he's
my
just
God.
Wait, you said this to the cops? And he just goes, "Oh,
Your Honor, I'd like to file a plea
Your
of
intervention.
guilty.
He was not drinking while driving.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was not driving while drinking, but he was driving while intoxicated.
Drinking in between stops.
yup."
It's crazy how one state in the bottom right of all America seems to get the most publicity in terms of these kind of weird, really stories.
There's
So-
a reason why. It's because
Yeah.
they can publish articles on it as soon as they get arrested. Like
Yeah.
not even like tried and stuff. It's just like as soon as they get arrested.
A lot of the laws surrounding the gathering of information around that stuff are a lot more laxed in Florida.
Yeah, that's why I see a lot of Florida Man articles.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's actually a really fun game I played while quarantined. It was called Florida Man ... and you would just type in on Google Florida Man and whatever adjective that came to your mind, and you get some pretty good stories out of it.
You do.
What's a really funny one that you did?
Oh God, let's see. It was a Florida woman attacks her husband with a squirrel. That was an interesting, man. Florida man arrested for throwing a gator through a drive-through.
Dude, that's awesome. Dude, I'm never gonna see something like that here.
Yeah, gators are not native to our area.
I'm just like,
Thankfully.
okay, listen, right?
Allegedly.
That is
Yeah,
that is
allegedly.
okay. Listen, I would get married more times than see that.
Probably.
I doubt it.
No one
Probably.
throws gators through
No.
drive-thrus.
Oh, okay.
You
that
go to weddings,
specifically. Okay, yeah.
What, the squirrel is more common?
I thought you just meant like seeing alligators. I was like,
That
really?
is literally a once in a lifetime pinnacle experience.
Now imagine you're on the other side of that and you're receiving a gator through the drive-thru window.
Oh hey,
Oh, Steve's back.
I would just roll up my window.
No. Through
Yeah,
a drive-through
drive-thru.
window.
Yeah, I'd just roll my window.
No. The guy in the car threw it into the restaurant.
No, okay, imagine being the drive-through. Right?
Oh,
it's like, hey, did you order 20 chicken piece and McNuggets? Okay, so do you want barbecue sauce with that?
God. Okay, yeah, I had that all backwards.
Yeah, no, the drive-thru employee threw it into the car.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
First off, how would you get that through work? You just show up with an alligator. It's like, guys, don't worry. He's an ESA.
How
He's
do
my
you
emotional
prep for
support
that?
animal.
Yeah,
I just want to know the time and work it took to do
I hope
that.
those workers got hazard pay.
Dude, you just walk out that day like, I'm done. There's nothing else that could happen that day that's going to top that. Like, you're done.
Workers' comp.
That's true.
What happened at work today? Oh, I was working at Wendy's and I got bit by an alligator. Time
Oh my
out.
God. Dino, what's your Florida Man article?
All right, my Florida Man article is actually pretty recent. It came out July 30th. It is Florida Man fires gun in a hotel because people weren't social distancing.
God.
So it's nice to know that, especially in Florida with everything going on with COVID and how their cases have been skyrocketing, that there's people taking measures into their own hands by trying to enforce social distancing and by just firing a gun and trying to enforce it. His heart is in the right place, but his mind is
It's
not.
like that redneck meme.
Yeah.
Politically incorrect redneck.
He's not the hero we deserve, but he's the hero
We
we
need.
need.
Basically.
That is so weird to hear because when you're on Facebook and you just see like all the anti-mask videos and how people
Exactly.
hate on them, right? Not wear a freaking mask, first of all. I advocate that, right?
Yeah.
But it's so weird to hear that from the other perspective where it's like, okay, well, this guy's not doing it correctly, right?
Yeah.
And this guy shot a gun, you said.
Yeah, he just fired it. It's not like he shot it at them. He shot it like in the air. And he's like, hey, get away from each other.
That'd be a much more interesting topic. Florida man shoots people to create social distancing.
God.
Can't get COVID if you're dead.
But no, it's just crazy, man. I just saw this article and I was like, wow, this is pretty. It's crazy because it's pretty recent and it doesn't seem like he was pretty upset about it. So yeah, fired it. Just fired it in the air and I was like, hey,
Wait, inside of a hotel, he fired in the air?
yeah, he like fired up. Yeah. Oh well, I guess technically. I guess at that point, yeah, it could have been. It could have been worse actually.
Imagine the people above him.
I mean, nobody got hurt. So
I imagine he was like in a lobby or something.
yeah,
There's still people above.
Probably.
yeah, there are. But anyways,
I
yeah, he
wonder
just
how
fired
many
the gun.
floors would go through.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway, regardless, I mean, hey, he was just trying to, teach the importance of social distancing.
Maybe we all got to learn from him. Maybe this, this won't be such a divided issue. Maybe we
What's the lesson to learn here? Carry a loaded gun anywhere
No,
you go
enforce
to
social
enforce
distancing.
Enforce
By
social
any
carry a
means
gun.
necessary.
By
Yikes.
fear.
Jesus.
I want them to respect. No, how's it go? Michael Scott. I want them to love
Love me so much that they fear me.
Yes, thank you.
Or respect me so much that they fear me.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was my Florida Man article.
That was a good Florida Man
That
article.
was pretty good.
I enjoyed reading it.
Yeah. How much time are we at?
We're about at that point where we should start wrapping things up. If you got any final thoughts anyone wants to add.
Well,
Don't forget to count the barks at the end.
yeah, you're right. Count the parts.
I think
Oh
my
yeah,
my
I
guess
forgot. We're finally on some other platforms, aren't we?
my guess is 8. But yeah, we're on other platforms.
Yeah, what other
Actually,
platforms
I know
are we
this.
on?
I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to do it while editing this. Let's get our guesses in. How many barks do you think Sophie had?
I don't know, 6?
6? Dino
I'm
says
gonna
6.
I'm gonna put like at least
You
5.
better
Pete
not say
says
8.
feet. Pete says feet.
Are you effing serious?
You're drunk as hell.
I hate Pete.
Pete says 5.
Beat.
8.
Chris says 8.
Get there.
How much do you say?
Did anyone say 7?
I said 6. Nope.
Ooh,
I
I'll
said
do
6.
7.
7? Okay.
Turns out it's like 14.
Right.
Hey, that means I'll win.
Yeah, what else we got?
Sophie,
We're on,
bark one
some,
time.
we're on some new platforms.
Where you at?
So
Yeah.
listen to us.
Fair, you want to explain what platforms we're on?
I'll leave that. Pete, do you want to do it or should I?
Oh God,
Yeah.
we're on.
Here's the problem. He don't know.
I know. We're on Pandora. We're on iTunes. We're on Alexa? Or something like that?
It tune in with Alexa.
Tune
I
in
think
with
is-
Alexa?
yeah.
Okay.
Alexa, play Despacito.
No, please don't. She
It's
hears
actually
you.
going on now.
For anybody that's really poor, we're on Pandora.
Wow.
What else? YouTube. We're still on YouTube.
Pandora.
Maybe.
We're
I
still
don't
on
think you're
YouTube.
poor.
We haven't
Still on
been
YouTube.
kicked off the platform.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Actually, okay.
We'll get
Here's
there.
a great way to wrap this up. So we actually got in trouble with YouTube.
Really?
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
How?
Wow.
This is
So
all news to
I
us.
was trying to run an ad campaign for one of our episodes, and I think it was episode number 2. And some poor person at YouTube had to not only, so we got denied. We were not allowed to advertise on that episode due to sensitive topics. I then called YouTube and I said, hey, what topic is sensitive? And they said, I don't know, do you talk about Corona or any of this other stuff? And I'm like, not that I know of. I mean, we drink alcohol. Maybe that's a sensitive topic. Some poor YouTube employee had to listen to the entirety of our podcast
Hey, that's a view. It counts.
to find out where we had sensitive content.
Yeah.
And apparently we mentioned the word COVID a couple times. And I'm like, well,
That's
yeah.
a sensitive topic?
Well,
It is.
there's a lot of misinformation going around with it.
Oh, yeah.
But I was just like, yeah, we mentioned COVID because 2 of our guys had COVID scares and they were telling their stories. Like, how is that sensitive? It's like, I'm sorry. And I was just thinking, man, this poor person had to watch the entire
Hey, man,
podcast.
it
Because she
counts.
knew. She knew the
counts.
points in which, because I explained to her, I was trying to be like, oh, no, we just talked about the topic. She's like, I know. I listened to it. And I was like, oh.
Did she
You
give
know,
us,
you should have been like, what'd you think?
yeah, did she give us a rating? That's what I'm going to say.
I'll have you know, we currently have a 5-star rating on iTunes.
Yo, that's, what if she was our
5-star
down
rating?
vote? She was like,
Oh,
nah.
yeah. I totally didn't review that.
Wow, a 5-star rating on iTunes? That just means that everyone should go
I
check
did,
out
I
our
did, I
podcast
did.
on iTunes, right?
We're the best podcast on iTunes. Confirmed.
That's titled Inebriated
Analysis.
Analysis. So, yeah, run through of our
So we're on Spotify, iTunes, Alexa, tune in with Alexa, Pandora, YouTube. Anything else I'm missing?
Podcast Bean.
Podbean.
Podbean.
We'll get it right
That's a
eventually.
thing? Podbean?
Apparently.
Podbean is a company that hosts our podcast,
Okay, we're on Podbean now, too.
which is a place to see all of our different platforms. You did miss one, though.
Also,
an important
hit up
one?
our website.
Google Podcasts.
Oh, we're on Google Podcasts. Okay.
Yeah. You know,
okay.
don't forget the website too.
Oh, yeah, we're on inebriatedanalysis.com.
Yep.
Check
All
out
right,
all
guys.
of our links for our videos as well as our Patreon on there.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Wow,
We'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.
that was abrupt.
Yep.